Hey guys, so with the new year, I wanted to hop on the trend of doing what I think are some of the basics in makeup artistry, some of the basics of what you need in terms of product. And I'm kind of thinking about turning this into a series where we talk about everything from the beginning. And if you're looking to start out in makeup, or even if you're just looking to learn some more, because we can always stand to learn a little bit more, we can do that together in this series. And we are going to start this series off by talking about what I think are some of the product must-haves when you are first starting out and venturing into the makeup game. So in this particular video, we are literally just talking about products, and I will be showing application throughout the video. But I just want to let you guys know that my skin is already prepped. We will be talking about skin prep in another video, but my skin is already prepped. And before makeup, before foundation, you want to have that really good base so that your makeup looks great. We are going to first jump in with a foundation. One of the very first things that you need, literally it's in the name, foundation, one of the first things that you need is a basic. Liquid illuminizer is not something that you need, but it is something that I like to mix in because it really gives you that skin-like finish. This particular foundation is going to be medium coverage, and you can certainly build it up. So we're just going to start off by... We're going to be talking about tools and sponges and whatnot in a different video. This particular video, once again, just literally talking about prep. So after foundation, you're going to want to go in with a contour or bronzer. We're going to talk about the difference. A contour is a little bit cooler in tone, whereas a bronzer is a little bit warmer in tone. I don't know if you can see the difference. A little bit cooler. This is going to give you a nice shadow. A bronzer going to warm up the face. I do have a video on this brush and the wonders that are this brush. I don't know. But it is beautiful for buffing and blending. But once again, we are going to talk about what some of my personal tool must-haves are in another video. We're going to go in with some concealer. At the very minimum, you need one concealer, and that is one that is closest to your skin tone. Then you will need a brightening concealer. If you go in with just a bright concealer, you're not going to get the effect that you're looking for. It will cause grayness under the eye because you are not color correcting or going in with something that is going to even out the skin tone. Okay, I am going to blend this out and leave under the eye. Why? I'm sure we've all heard by now, if you let concealer sit and dry down for a little bit, it is going to maximize the coverage that you can get out of your concealer. I personally learned this from Jackie Aina. I'm sure other people have learned it elsewhere. I learned it from Jackie Aina. Next, we are going to go in with a cream blush. Why do I recommend a cream blush? It is super easy to blend out. You can build it up to the pigmentation that you want, or you can sheer it out, okay? So I personally like the NYX one. Makeup by Mario is also a really great cream blush recommendation. Okay, blushes on. Let's talk powders. I would love to tell you that I don't use two powders and that if you are starting out, you don't need two powders, but I find that it's best if you get two. A pressed powder and a loose setting powder. We're going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury today. e.l.f. has a great one. NYX has a great one. I've seen people talk about the MAC one as well. But we are just going to lightly set under the eye, all credit due to Painted by Spencer. I did not know about this technique until him. We are going to go in with our loose setting powder. I'm using Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom today. Now, here's a little trick of mine. I go in with the same brush that I used to blend out my contour, and I knock that product off and sort of press it in at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. I feel like we're also talking about technique in this video a little bit, unintentional, but all right. The Holy Grail setting spray. Is it a setting spray? Yes, it's a setting mist. The Holy Grail setting mist. Magic. The e.l.f. green one, the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Give it a little shake. in my experience, once you spritz this on your face, your makeup isn't going anywhere. That's my experience though. Next, why do I have a lip liner? Because I feel that you really need a lip liner to create that sharp finished lip. And why is it brown? Because I feel like everyone should have a good brown in their arsenal of makeup, and this is a great place to start. This particular one is MAC Chestnut. Another great one is NYX Rebel Kind liner. Next, I believe that before you invest in any sort of like a lipstick, I feel like you should always have a gloss in your corner. This particular one is the NYX Butter Gloss in shade Brownie Drip. In another video, we will be talking about a whole bunch of other things, but I think the next video is probably going to be eyes. And join along for this journey where we learn together, we experiment together, we try out new techniques together. But for me, this is my basics of what every beginner makeup person should have.